This is a first-time setup guide video for Seafrog's Sony a7 IV camera housing. We start with the unpacking. Inside the box you will find general reminder, accessories pack that includes anti-fog sheets, shoulder wrist strap, eye cup, hot shoe to synchro port connection cable, silicone grease, spare O-ring for a back plate, cleaning cloth, picks, spare O-rings for vacuum pump system, user manual, and underwater housing itself with an attached port mount cap. If you're planning to use a viewfinder, please use a rubber eye cup for cushioning contact with the housing. The housing has a port for connecting synchro cable to trigger strobes. To connect the strobe, unscrew the cap as shown in the video to access the 3-pin plug for connection. Open the housing and connect one side of the cable to a 3-pin plug inside the housing. And the other side of the cable is for connection to a camera. The housing has a dual fiber optic port for optical connection to trigger strobes. In order to use external strobes via fiber optic cable ports, you will need to use a flash trigger for fiber optic cables, which is not included in the package and has to be purchased separately. Please find the flash trigger related videos below in the description. The housing is equipped with a port for the pre-dive leak vacuum check system that can be purchased separately. The work of pre-dive leak vacuum check system you can find on the video link below on the description. Now, we will demonstrate how to set up the Sony FE16 to 35mm GM lens with the 6-inch dome port. Apply silicone grease to the port. Attach the port to the housing. Rotate the port until you hear the click sound to lock it in correct position. Please note that before shipping we apply silicone grease to the O-ring on a back plate of the housing and O-ring on the port. However, remember to clean up O-rings and apply silicone grease every time before going to the water. Please find O-ring related videos below in the description. If you're using a zoom ring, attach it to the lens as shown on the video. Make sure that there are no accessories attached to a camera. Insert the camera inside the housing. Make sure that the zoom gear is set correctly and placed in the right position. Close the housing. Now, we will demonstrate the work of control elements on the housing. Done. Next, we will demonstrate how to set up the Sigma 24 to 70mm lens with a 6-inch flat port. Remember to clean up O-rings and apply silicone grease every time before going to the water. Attach the port to the housing. If you're using a zoom ring, attach it to the lens as shown on the video. Make sure that there are no accessories attached to a camera. Insert the camera inside the housing and close the housing. Water test. Fully submerge the camera housing underwater and press each button individually to ensure the proper work of control elements. Leave the housing underwater for 30 minutes. After this test is complete, you can safely use camera housing in the water. Also, please for the first use, test your housing underwater without the camera.